Forrester. Kenzie takes a touch. She'll have one shot to
good.
the right side, and it's good.
May takes the snap, hands it off to Helton. Similar play, similar result. This time a stiff arm gets Helton free. He's met at the goal line, but he's in.
With numbers, sends it into the circle. O'Donnell to Kylie, shot, score!
Oh, somebody's got to do it. So now the ball through. Benjamin with it. Left foot, right foot is good.
They have cleaned that up over the years a lot.
Oh, nice block.
Snap, looks to pass. May rolls to his right, delivers to the end zone. Back in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Good evening. Welcome everybody to the Doghouse Bedford High Gymnasium here on this Wednesday evening. About to bring you D1 action in girls volleyball between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Caitlin Duquette. Caitlin, a name you might recall. She was a member of this BHS championship team back in 21 and 22. Caitlin, welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You know a little something about these teams. They've got a long storied history.
Yeah.
Both teams at one time were the gold standards in girls volleyball in New Hampshire. Hollis-Brookline dominated from 2015 to 2018. Bedford dominating from 20 to 24.
Yeah, if there was a rival in New Hampshire volleyball, I'd say this is the game. Yeah, there's a lot of history here, and I'm partial to Bedford, but I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, we all are, aren't we? Anyway, this is a year. It's obviously a rebuilding year for both teams. The Bedford win streak that reached an incredible 101 games in a row, broken at the start of this year when Bedford lost to BG. But you know, it's a chance to start a new streak.
Yeah, I mean, hey, failure only makes you better. So I think that's, you know, not going to cause any harm.
And Hollis-Brookline coming in with a record of 4-9, I believe. And again, they're used to being a lot better than this, but they've got a pretty young squad.
Yeah.
Only 3 seniors on this roster, and a couple of freshmen and sophomore make up the bulk of their roster. So these are players that are learning the game, learning how to win.
Exactly. Yeah, learning how to play together as well.
Starters are about to be announced here for both teams. We'll read them off to you as we see them.
And respectful to the officials and athletes competing here today.
Want to mention too that girls field hockey is going on right now at Bedford High Stadium, and we'll get some updates as time allows. We'll get you updated on that.
Yeah.
First for the visiting Cavaliers of Hollis-Brookline, starting at middle hitter, a senior, number 6, Lila Borgioli.
So number 6, Lila Borgioli, the mid hitter. Number 8, Haley Claussens, she's a junior. Shelby Claussens, also senior. The libero, number 22. I don't have that on the roster. Did you get her name?
I didn't. No. Interesting.
Nicole Kozakowski, number 12. And Sam Burke, number 15. And lastly, number 17, Max Walsh. Those are your Cavaliers starters. We'll try to get you the name of the libero, number 22. Now for the Bedford Bulldogs, here are your starters coming up.
Starting libero, a senior, number 4,
Carly D'Alessandro, senior, number 4.
Center, a junior, number 6, Lauren Mary.
Lauren Mary, number 6.
Starting outside hitter, a senior, number 7.
Junior.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, senior, number 7.
Number 9, Mel McCarthy.
Mel McCarthy, junior, number 9.
Junior, number 14, Molly Noonan.
Molly Noonan, number 14, also junior.
Defensive specialist, a senior, number 18,
Abigail Detcher, senior.
And starting middle blocker for the Bulldogs.
And Lily Alderton, number 22. While we've got a moment here, we'll cut back to the studios to thank our underwriters. We'll be right back.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
We are about to begin play here. Bedford High Gym. Quick note, JV were winners 3-0 against the Cavaliers today. Teams shaking hands. We'll have to, since both teams are wearing black, we'll have to let you know who's on which side. Just got an update from Bedford High Stadium. With, I assume it's the Bulldogs leading 7-0 with 11:20 to go here in the fourth. So we are about to begin. Hollis-Brookline will be playing to the right of your screen, the Bulldogs starting on the left. Both teams clad in black. Of course, the Cavaliers with blue trim on their jerseys, Bedford with red. So obviously there's a difference. And who determines the opening serve? Who gets that?
Before the game, the captains will do a coin toss, and they decide.
So we don't yet know who will be
Hollis-Brookline is serving first.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
And we're about to begin with Nicole Kozakowski ready to serve here. Short serve, unable to be played there by the Bulldogs' Carly D'Alessandro, so point one goes to the Cavaliers. So Kozakowski with the serve, popped up. Here's the setup, tipped over, kept in play. Clausen gets it over the line. Here's the setup for Bedford. Here's the chip. Set up. And the spike blocked by number 22, Liddy Alderton. And that gets a point for Bedford.
Yep.
And it's going to be Abby Detcher here with the serve. Somewhat misplayed there by Kozakowski. Didn't get enough lift on that two-handed shot, whatever you call that. What would you call that move? The double arm.
You could call it like a bump, but most of the time you just say it's a pass.
That one's a little bit better. Here's a spike, played by Bedford. Here's the set. Spike. Too low for the libero, and Bedford scores again.
Yes, kill from Mel Gibson.
So Bedford up 3-1 here. Detcher with the serve. And a quick tip by Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Melanie Gibson gets the point there.
Bit
Now,
of an overpass from Hollis-Brookline.
when you're at the net, when do you decide whether it's better to spike or to just do a tip?
I would say it depends on the hitter, honestly. If you feel comfortable spiking the ball, then you can. But also, if it's far off the net, it might be easier to just tip it. Oh, there's a block.
Yeah, Lily Alderson teaming up with Melanie Gibson right there to get Bedford's 5th point. They're up 5-1 now here in the first set.
Good start to the game.
And Detcher will continue to serve. Here's the set. And sent out of bounds by Haley Claussens. So a bit of an error there on Hollis-Brookline, and they give up the point to Bedford. Timeout called. While we've got a moment here, we want to give a great round of applause to the Bedford co-ed golf team. After finishing this regular season 25-0 perfect record, they blitzed an 8-team field on Tuesday, shooting 21 over par to win their second straight title. And that happened at Canterbury Woods Country Club. Bulldogs finished 17 strokes better than second place finisher BG, who were 38 over par, Hanover 41, Concord 43, and Pinkerton Academy were 45 over par, and that's what the top 5 finished like in golf. So another big win for the Bulldogs on the links.
That's awesome. I feel like the golf team is always good for Bedford.
They've always been a strong team.
Yeah.
And it's also great that they make it a co-ed sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Might as well.
Here's Detcher's serve. Set up by the libero. There's a block at the net by Bedford. Another chance here. Tip. A little too far out. It's a good save. Now they get it over. Here's a set and a beautiful misdirection there by Molly Noonan. It looked like she was going to spike it directly and instead send it more down the line of the net, and that fooled the Hollis-Brookline defender.
Yeah, that was a great sort of cross-court shot there.
So Detcher with the hot hand here, 7-1 Bedford. Here's the serve, a little bit short though, and that's going to be a point for Hollis-Brookline. They get the service back. Yeah, we need to get the number for the libero, number 22.
Yeah, she must have a different jersey for when she's not wearing the white one because she's the libero. So
that serve, D'Alessandro set it up a little too high and couldn't be played by Bedford. So a point for Hollis-Brookline. Service coming. Tipped up. Over the net. Saved by Hollis-Brookline. Claussens. Good play there by Bedford. Here's another chance for Noonan. Cavaliers play it. Claussens gets it over the net. The rally continues. And Gibson's able to drop it into a dead spot there, and Bedford gets the point, 8-3.
Yes, that spot is what we like to call the campfire.
Put it where they're not.
Exactly.
So it's going to be D'Alessandro, the libero, at the service here for Bedford. Played by Hollis-Brookline. Claussens sends it out of bounds. I believe it was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Did I see that correctly? Yeah, so point for Bedford.
Yeah, that was close. Good call. Good call by Bedford.
Yeah, you need that sense sometimes to know when it's going long.
Yeah, it's not always easy.
Yeah, and when it's that close, it's really tight. So here's D'Alessandro's serve. Chipped up. Here's a spike by Claussens. Bedford's able to play it. Now Gibson with the tip, and we're going to say she touched the net. Or actually it was Hollis-Brookline with the foul, so point to the Bulldogs. There was a net violation there, I believe, right?
It was, yeah, for Hollis-Brookline.
Service. Claussens. Played over by Bedford, setting up Noonan.
That's a nice hit by the right side.
That goes off the hand of Bedford player. Now here's Gibson. Tries to drop it into the campfire again, but Hollis-Brookline plays it, and they find the open area on the floor and get the point. So service goes back to Hollis-Brookline. It's going to be Alana Adams here, number 1 with the serve. D'Alessandro to Noonan. Sends it a little long. What was the call there? In or out?
Looks like that was right on the line. In.
So they're giving Bedford the point. Okay, from our angle, it was a little tough to see.
Yeah.
So Bedford answers here. They lead 11-4 here in match number 1. And it's going to be Molly Noonan serve here for the Bulldogs. Bedford on the left of your screen, Hollis-Brookline on the right. Walsh. And Haley Clausen sends it a little long.
Yep, right to the deep corner. It's a hard spot to get to if you're a defender on the other side.
Actually, she did catch the corner there, so they get the point.
Yeah.
11-5 now, Bedford in the lead. It'll be Haley Clausen's here with the serve. Played up. Kakir gets it. Plays it for a teammate, but Hollis-Brookline unable to make the return. Service stays with the Bulldogs, although Melanie Gibson will now take over. We're back in play now. Melanie Gibson with the serve, the overhand. Oh, able to drop that into a kind of a dead zone there, and number 3, Damie Holman, sorry, couldn't quite reach it.
Yeah, that was an ace for Bedford. Oh, another ace.
Yeah.
Same spot too.
Alana Adams unable to get the ball with enough elevation there. So 14-5 now is your score. Melanie Gibson with the service again. This time they get it over. Block. Bedford's got to fight to get it over. They do. Ball still in play. Here's the set. Played by Hollis-Brookline, but they couldn't finish it. Max Walsh diving for it, couldn't get it enough elevation. Another point for Bedford. They're up 10, 15-5. So the whistle blown. Melanie Gibson given the go-ahead to serve. Floats it in. Holman. Kazakowski able to get the kill there. Point Hollis-Brookline. So now it'll be Sophia Bozik's turn at the service line. Bulldogs up by 9 here in the first set. Here's the set. Mel McCarthy with the tip. Back over by Hollis-Brookline. Here's the set. And the kill by Eva Zink. Unable to be returned by Hollis-Brookline. 16-6 now, Bulldogs up. So things are going pretty well here for the Bulldogs. They're getting the majority of the points here, very few errors.
Yeah. So right now we have the middle hitter serving, so the libero had to come out. So it's kind of a tough spot for the defense on the Bulldog side without the libero, but
Lauren Murray able to block that shot and earn another point for the Bulldogs. We're going to get a timeout here. 60-second timeout with the Bulldogs up 17-6. And we have a final now from the Bedford High Stadium. It was 8-0, the Bulldogs over the Portsmouth Clippers. So add another win to the field hockey team. This was the season finale for all of Division I in field hockey. They're going to be back. They're going to be in the tournament next week. And Bedford, the top 4 teams, finish with a bye.
Right.
So now the Bulldogs clinch the second place. Actually, it depends what Keene did, but I think Keene had a game against Goffstown who weren't as good. So it's a very likely Keene one. We'll have to get a final score. But assuming everything finishes, Bedford has the number 2 seed as they go into the tournament. They'll have a bye, and their first game will be next Saturday at Bedford High Stadium. So Mel McCarthy here with the service, with the Bulldogs up 17-6. Here's the set. Kozakowski over the net, played by Kakir. And a nice floater there by Eva Zink, able to land that into a soft zone, and they get another point here. Here's McCarthy's service. Here's the set. Oh, very nice drop shot there by Lisa Borgioli.
Yeah, just a little tip by the middle can be very dangerous.
When you're approaching the net, you must be scanning the court to see where the openings are, and you try to tip the ball in that direction.
As a middle hitter, you never want to hit it straight. You always want to go to the sides to avoid the block. And yeah, also be scanning the court as well.
Here's Max Walsh, put right back by Bedford. Here's the set, Kozakowski with the spike. Set by Kakir. Block at the net by Hollis-Brookline. Kakir does it again. And blocked by Hollis-Brookline. They'll get the point here.
Yeah, a little bit of an offset by Bedford, so kind of went over on 2 hits, and then Hollis was able to block it.
Yeah, I don't think D'Alessandro meant to send it right back over, but that the block had a little too much on it.
Yeah.
So here's the serve from Hollis-Brookline, and that was a tricky setup there. It went into the net, and Kakir unable to make a play on it. So another point for the Cavaliers, 18-9. Walsh serving again. Played by the Bulldogs. Here's the set. Kozakowski, tip, set up. Here's Kakir. And a push. Nicely done, Eva Zink finding that open corner. 19-9 now the score. Bulldogs 6 away from closing this set out. Lauren Murray will handle the service here. Up by 10. That's going to go over the net and put right back by Eva Zink. Unable to be returned by Hollis-Brookline. That was kind of a funny shot. It kind of hit the net and kind of like dropped straight down.
Hit the net, rolled down. Not much you can do if you're on the other side of that.
20-9 now. Murray with service. Played there by Kozakowski. Here's the setup by Shelby Claussens. Now Zink blocked at the net by Lisa Borgioli.
Honestly,
that's going to get a point for Hollis-Brookline.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be recorded as a block, though. I don't even think it went over the net at all.
Unfortunately, we don't have the benefit of replay here. So 20-10 Bulldogs up, but Hollis-Brookline with the serve. Kozakowski services. Noonan,
there's
first shot block. Yeah, that worked out there. Shelby Claussens there getting up and blocking that shot.
Stuff block.
So Nicole Kozakowski in the corner, ready to serve. Up in the air, Murray gets it over to Alderson. Played by Hollis-Brookline. Unfortunately for Haley Claussen, she put that in the net. So Bedford with the point, 21-11. Now Abby Detcher with the service. Here's Claussen. Oh, a nice move there, just out of the reach of Detcher. Point for Hollis-Brookline. And number 22, the libero, serving for the Cavaliers, played by Bedford. That one a little too strong by Alden, out of bounds. I'm guessing out of bounds. Yes, it was. So point for Hollis-Brookline. 21-13 now. Set number 1. Noonan over the net. They're going to call a violation on Hollis-Brookline. Contact with the net, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
22-13 now. Carly Del Sandro with serving again. Substitutions by the Cavaliers. Del Sandro sends it over. That was low. A little too low to be played by the Cavaliers. Into the net. Point Bedford. Del Sandro serving again, just 2 points away from closing this set out. Played outside, but saved by the Cavaliers. Now over the net. Bedford plays it, goes over the net again. They save it. Here's McCarthy, her shot blocked. Bedford keeps it alive. Now Noonan with the spike right on the line.
Perfect spot.
You see the reaction of the Hollis-Brookline coach when she saw it caught the line. She thought it was heading out of bounds. So now set point here for the Bulldogs, 24-13. Del Sandro serving. Here's the set. Over the net. McCarthy with the tip. At the net, another tip. Noonan saves it. Now McCarthy over the net. Hollis-Brookline responds. Clausen's tips it. And they're going to say contact with the net. Point Bedford, and I believe that will do it. No, that's going to be point on for Hollis-Brookline. I misinterpreted the violation there. So they gave the point. They gave the point to Hollis-Brookline. So I know the way that the Bedford team responded. I just thought that they earned the point, or maybe they didn't know they lost the point.
I know, yeah, it can be hard just because after every point you're supposed to like huddle and be happy. So it kind of seems like you won the point sometimes.
You can't tell by the reaction.
Yeah.
Here's the set. Gibson tips it over. Here's Clausen off the hand of the Bulldog. I believe it was Noonan. Another point here for Hollis-Brookline. They stay alive, 24-15.
Yeah, that's called tooling off the block. So when you go up and hit the ball and you kind of deflect off the block.
Adams with the service. Here's Noonan. Tips it. Set up here for Clausen's. Played by Bedford. Oh, a little difficulty getting to the ball. Abigail Detcher trying to get past Carly Del Sandro. Couldn't quite reach the ball. Another point for Hollis-Brookline. They trailed by 8 here, 24-16. Adams with the serve.
Ooh.
That hit the net.
Tough serve.
Goes over anyway. Here's the set for Clausen. She hits it. Another net violation on Bedford. So Hollis-Brookline here with 4 straight.
Closing the gap a little bit.
Yeah, they're down 7 here, keeping Bedford from closing this out. Adams serve. Ace. Unable to be played there by Detcher. So now Hollis-Brookline within 6, 24-18. Alana Adams with service. Bedford gets it over to McCarthy. Hollis-Brookline plays it. Clausen's.
A good defense by Bedford.
Yeah. And finally, Bedford gets the kill and closes this set out 25-18. They had to work for it there at the end, but they managed to close it out. So set number 1 in the books. We'll take a quick break, come back for set number 2 here. You're watching Bedford Volleyball on BCTV.
VCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or CopperDoor.com.
Welcome back to Bedford High Gym. We're ready to begin set number 2. Bulldogs winning the first one 25-18. And we did finally find out who is wearing jersey number 22. It's actually normally number 11, Hershey Vidula.
Oh, okay.
Wearing the jersey, the libero jersey with the number 22 on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I think that's because sometimes the liberos kind of switch, like who's libero, who's not, and they have to wear the white jersey, so it's like 2 different numbers sometimes.
Apparently, they didn't put that in the roster. So we were
Very
guessing.
confusing, yeah.
So we went down there and checked for sure. So anyway, the teams are about to begin here in just a moment. And just a reminder, as I was saying to you earlier, Bulldogs field hockey finishing with an 8-0 win over Portsmouth. They finished with a record of 14-1-1. And depending on how Keene did against Goffstown, Bedford is either the number 1 or number 2 seed. They will have a bye if they either are if they're in the top 4, they get a bye. They will skip the opening round, and their first game will be on the 24th, not Saturday, Friday, the 24th at home at Bedford. So congratulations to the field hockey team having a terrific year. And we're about to begin here with the second set. Bulldogs kind of running away with it for a while, but they had a hard time getting that closing point of the first set.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you get to that last point and you have to like actually win the match or the set.
I mean, you got a big lead. I can't imagine them getting too nervous about it, but
no.
After a while you start thinking, this is getting closer than I want.
Yeah, exactly. Last thing you want to do is let them get above 20 points.
Yeah, that's when it starts getting serious.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's now Bedford on the right of your screen. As you notice, both teams are wearing black. Bedford on your right, Hollis-Brookline to your left. Set number 2 about to begin. And Bedford will open with the serve with Maeve Kelly.
I don't think she started last set, did she? I don't believe she did.
Unable to be played by Max Walsh, opening point to Bedford. Now I think she played some in the first set. Didn't serve though.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm getting mixed up.
Kelly serve. Vidula plays it there, number 22. Oh, and a beautiful spike right there by Nicole Kozakowski.
Yeah, right down the line. It's a good spot.
These players really are very enthusiastic when they high-five each other. Sometimes you got to be careful the way you land. You don't want to twist a knee or something.
I'm sure that happens more often than you think.
Vidula with the service. Bedford gets it back over the line.
A little bit off the net with that spike there.
Kozakowski putting a little too much on that ball. It's going to be point Bedford. Del Sandro now, the libero for the Bulldogs with the serve. Walsh. Sinclair. Bedford gets it over. This is going to be trouble here. Do they get it over the net? They do. Vidula able to get it over. Now a quick little tip there by the Bulldogs. Vidula is there to play it. Kozakowski over the net. Here's the setup for Gibson. Somehow the Cavaliers keeping it alive. This is a great rally.
Yeah, it is.
And finally, the spike by Mel McCarthy earns the point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was a great spot for a middle. If you are able to hit it short in the court and sort of to the left or to the right, then usually you're good to go.
Bulldogs up 3-1 now, and Alessandro continues to serve. Played by Holman. Holman plays it again, but she had to get over the net. Couldn't quite do it. A little bit of mix up there with Adams. I guess both players thought they had a shot at the ball. 4-1 Bedford. Alessandro. Walsh to Kozakowski. Contact with the net on Bedford. Point Cavaliers. Now Adams comes out and Shelby Clausen comes in, number 10. Max Walsh. Ready to serve. Alessandro plays it. Mary. Zink. Cavaliers ready to play it. There's Clausen's over the net. Gibson tries to get it over the net, blocked by Madeline Sinclair. And they're into it. They're feeling it now. 4-3 now. Bulldogs still in the lead.
Yeah, that was a nice block. Never a good feeling to get blocked like that.
In basketball or volleyball.
Honestly, basketball might be worse.
Here's the set. Nice spike there by Eva Zink.
Yeah, that one got tipped off the block. So if it's like getting tipped off the block, then being able to pick it up as a defender is just so difficult.
Now Zink providing the serve. Goes over the net. And that was just kind of pushed back over by Mel McCarthy. Point Bedford. Now 6-3. Yeah, I don't think she meant to hit it quite so far to get it over the net.
No, she didn't. A bit of an overpass there.
Not enough on that one. Zink gives up the serve and the point. Substitutions now for both sides. And the service goes over to Hollis-Brookline. 6-4 now. Bulldogs in the lead. They won the first set. 25-18.
It looks like Hollis-Brookline utilizes a lot of their defensive specialists, because like if you have hitters that can't pass as well, then you'll have the hitters in the front row, and then when they're rotating to the back row, then they have the defensive specialists coming.
Block attempt failed by Hollis-Brookline. It's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. And Melanie Gibson here with the service. Like an ace.
It was a good spot.
It was kind of Madeline Sinclair kind of was in a no man's land there where she was too close to the net, couldn't get back to play the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe she thought I was going out of bounds.
I think that's exactly what she thought.
8-4 Bulldogs. Nice little tip there by Shelby Clausen. Bedford a little handcuffed, unable to play it back. Sinclair with the serve. Misplayed there by Vondebush. Didn't get enough on that bump.
Yep, that was another ace for Hollis-Brookline. An ace is only considered an ace if they hit it less than 2 times from the other side. So like if they messed it up here, that was a great swing.
Yeah, the spike, Sinclair couldn't quite get it, keep it in play, goes out of bounds, point Bedford.
Yeah. But like I was saying, if you serve the ball over the net and the other team is able to like pass it and then the setter gets it, then it won't be considered an ace. It's only if it just hits one person. Or the floor, preferably.
So Mel McCarthy with the serve here. Walsh. Clausen's. Played nicely by the Bulldogs. Here's Van de Boosh. Nice kill there. The junior, number 23, giving Bedford their 10th point. And Mel McCarthy serving again. That one goes over the net. Pushed back by Vanderbush. And number 6, Borgioli couldn't make a play on it. So another point for Bedford.
That's called a joust. If the ball's over the net and like 2 people on each side both go for it, a joust.
McCarthy, oh, that was a
a nasty serve.
It was a line drive.
Yeah, it was.
She got so much elevation on that serve that it was coming in down.
It was a bullet.
And they couldn't make a play on it. So 12-6 now, Bulldogs up with a timeout here, 60-second timeout. Boys soccer 9-0-4 after a 9-1 win over Spalding on Tuesday. Their next game coming up Tuesday at Salem, and their tournament begins on October 29th. Meanwhile, girls soccer, they are 10-1-2 after a 1-0 win over Spalding. They play Salem Tuesday, and their tournament starts the day before on October 28th. So we are about to enter fall tournament time. Field hockey, soccer.
It's an exciting time.
Golf's already done. Yeah, but we still have about another month of football. They don't get into the playoffs until November.
Yeah, football, and it's an outdoor sport. My gosh.
Play in whatever elements there is.
Yeah, those are the most fun NFL games to watch though when it's snowing.
Yeah, that'll hopefully come a little bit later.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, we've seen our share of snow games for Bedford too.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Watching those games, freezing. I can't imagine playing them.
And that return by Haley Clausen's into the net. Block attempt there by McCarthy, but she didn't need to because it was already in the webbing. 13-6 Bulldogs. McCarthy serving again.
Another great serve.
Walsh to Clausen's. Blocked, able to get back over the net. Pushed back by Hollis-Brookline. Nice little touch. Clausen's gets it over the net, and that's one I think that Melanie Gibson should have let go. I know when you're in the middle of play, it's hard to judge which ones to play and which ones not to. If she had not made a play on that, that likely would have been out of bounds.
Right, and then it's a point and you didn't even have to do anything, which is great. Those are hard to judge, though.
Yeah, when you're in the midst of play, because the first reaction is to play everything that's coming to you.
Yep. Yeah, I always used to have the hardest time with those. I would try to go for it, even though if it was like 10 feet above my head.
Here's Adams with serve for Hollis-Brookline. Unfortunately, she puts it in the net, so the point goes back to Bedford. 14-7 now in set number 2. And Lauren Murray now with the service. Adams sets it up. Walsh to Vidula over the net. Now Bedford gets it back over the net. Walsh. Oh, great block there by Vanderbush on the set by number 6, Borgioli. 15-7 now, Bulldogs. Didn't quite make it over the net.
Just a little short. It can be hard because in volleyball, if you can spot serve, so the coach will tell you, okay, serve to the 2, which would be in the front row. So you're trying to serve light, and then it goes into the net. It's like kind of a hard thing to be able to execute.
It looked like she took something off that serve.
Yeah, I think she did.
And the serve right there by Haley Clausen, and could not be played by the Bulldogs. I believe it was Eva Zink who went off her arm. So point to the Cavaliers. Haley Clausen's number 8. And it's going to go out of bounds, right?
Yeah, out of bounds. Honestly, it looks like they might have been spot serving to that sort of back left corner, because in that rotation, you want to hide the setter, because the setter always gets the second ball. So if the setter is in sort of like a defensive position where they could pass the ball and serve receive, then you want to hide them so that they can get the second ball, not the first one.
Bedford with the serve. Bulldogs, D'Alessandro. Here's Kozakowski, she gets it over. Another set here for Gibson, and that caught the line. I believe they're giving Bedford the point.
Yeah, that was a close one.
No, they're going to give it to Hollis-Brookline and get called that out.
Oh, okay.
It looked like it was right on the line.
Sometimes
Very
I forget
close.
that they switch sides.
Now, when the ball hits the line, is it considered in bounds?
Yes, it is. Which can be such a hard thing to figure out, because if the ball hit like a tiny piece of the line, then it's technically in.
Nicole Kozakowski with the block for Hollis-Brookline. Another point for them, 16-11 now. They trail by 5.
Yeah. The biggest thing is who can get to 20 first. I think there's like a stat on whichever team gets to 20 first has like a 90% chance of winning the set. That's not like exact, but it's close enough.
Oh, good eye there by D'Alessandro. Let that one go out of bounds. Serve there, I believe it was Vidula, sent a little long. So 17-11 now, with D'Alessandro serving for the Bulldogs. Holman. Kozakowski blocked.
Ooh.
And that just kind of got
mixed up at the net, yeah.
Couldn't quite get it up enough elevation there. They tried to get it up, hit the net, came back down quickly, and Bedford couldn't do anything with it.
Yep, at that point she hit it twice, so it's Hollis-Brookline's point.
Now 17-12. Hollis-Brookline within 5. Max Walsh with the serve. Here's the set. A little too much on that one. Out of bounds, Eva Zink. Point to the Cavaliers. They're within 4.
Oh, good defense right there.
Yeah, I think that caught Zink by surprise.
Yeah, I think so too.
Kept alive, but not enough there by Hollis-Brookline.
Point for Bedford.
Last hit by Kozakowski just didn't get over the net. Yeah, that serve, I think, kind of surprised the Bedford player. Vidula saves that. Now over the net by Holman. Bedford with the setup here.
Ooh.
McCarthy with a nice touch spot, landing it in the front zone, and the Cavaliers couldn't make a play on it.
Yeah, that was good court awareness by Mel. You can always, hit it as hard as you can, but sometimes you don't need to. You can just tip it to a place where no one is.
Here's Vidula. Walsh. Kozakowski blocked off of McCarthy, but it goes out of bounds, so the point goes to Hollis-Brookline, 19-14. Bulldogs still up by 5. Here's Nicole Kozakowski, number 12. D'Alessandro. Here. Over. Vidula to Claussens, and they're going to say that caught the line inbounds. Point for the Cavaliers.
Nice cross-court shot by the right side there. Looks like Hollis-Brookline's using all their lefties for the right side, which is smart. But it's kind of funny to see. Makes sense, because if the hitting hand is on the inside of the court, they have more ability to get to different sets.
Fakir sends it over the net. Vidula. Claussens. Kelly tried to reach it, couldn't quite get there. Point for Hollis-Brookline. They're within 4 now, or within 3, 19-16. Here's D'Alessandro to Gibson. say what, on ball?
That's a carry.
A carry.
Yeah. It's because she kind of held it a little bit, you know what I mean? When you set the ball, it's just supposed to be a quick touch, but if you hold it for more than, like, I don't know, half a second, it's
kind of like laying the ball up with your hand a little
Basically,
bit.
yeah.
Stays in your hand too long. 2016 now, Bulldogs. Zagula plays it. Walsh to Clausen's block, but unable to return was Van de Bush. That point for Hollis-Brookline, 2017. Madeline Sinclair now. Into the net. Bedford has to play it. McCarthy gets it over. Here's Walsh. Setting up Clausen. Blocked by McCarthy.
That was a great block.
Point Bedford.
That was good too because she kind of twisted her hands into the court. So when the ball hit her hands, it would land in the court, not out of bounds.
Yeah, they missed a few points by letting the ball go off their hands out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a good adjustment there.
Oh, there's an ace.
Another great serve by Mel McCarthy.
The entire Cavaliers team were just like watching, like, whoop, that's out of bounds.
It kind of spins down at the last second.
22-17. McCarthy serving again. Oh, she tried to take something off that.
Yeah.
Missed it entirely. Didn't even hit the net.
All right, 22-18. Just got to push 3 points here.
Bulldogs by 4, trying to get that second set under their belt here. Alana Adams. Van de Bush. Kakir. Van de Bush again.
Oh, great swing.
Great spike. And now set point, I believe. No, 23-18. 2 more points for the Bulldogs. Blaren, Mary. That drop, but played by Hollis-Brookline. Clausen gets it over. Van de Bush for the kill. Another point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that one was down the line too, which I haven't seen her do much, but that was a great, honestly, a great swing, great spot.
So now it's set point for the Bulldogs, up by 6, 24-18. Mary delivers the serve. Popped up.
A little bit off the net there.
And a great spike there by Mary. Closes it out for the Bulldogs. Another 25-18 win. So the Bulldogs up 2-0 here. While we got some time between sets, we're going to throw things back to the studio. You're watching Bulldogs Volleyball on BCTV. Set number 3 about to begin, but while we have a moment, let's talk about our next upcoming broadcast here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. It's going to be girls soccer against Portsmouth Clippers. That's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. I'll be calling that game for you. And I'll also be calling football on Friday. This is going to be a big game. Bishop Girton Cardinals coming to Bedford. Now, they were undefeated until Nashua South tripped them up in that last Friday. So they come in, I believe, 4-1 or 5-1. And Bedford, of course, undefeated. They're 5-0 in league play, 6-0 overall. And they will be hosting the Cardinals on Friday. We're going to have that game for you on BCTV channels 8 and 1072, as well as on Bedford 105.1 radio.
Yeah, that'll be a fun game. When I went to Bedford, it was always like, I don't know, kind of not necessarily a rivalry, but it was always fun to play BG because so many kids from Bedford went to BG.
Oh, they're probably the biggest rivals to Bedford.
Yeah.
I mean, some people consider Goffstown a rival, but...
Yeah. Well, that's more like Goffstown Pinkerton, right? Or is that Londonderry? Londonderry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Londonderry Pinkerton is the biggest.
Yeah, Macplac. That's I always find that funny.
The biggest rivalry. But you know, you're right, because a lot of Bedford kids go to BG. Yeah. There is that rivalry there too. So it's always a big deal when BG comes to Bedford to play. So. Yeah,
and it's always usually like better teams, I would say. So it's more fun.
Yeah,
the games
BG
are fun to watch.
More competitive.
Yeah.
mean, this year we had a rivalry week with Goffstown, basically swept them. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, there is that level of competition.
Yeah.
It's definitely higher with BG.
Right. Seems like Bedford football's on a roll this year, though.
It's starting to look like they won't be playing Pinkerton until the playoffs, but it really looks like it's heading toward a Pinkerton-Bedford rematch. Of course, Pinkerton knocked Bedford out of the playoffs last year. I believe in the semifinals. They didn't get to the finals. So, I'm sure that they would love to see them again, see the Astros, and try to make good on that loss last year. So the team switched sides. Hollis-Brookline back to your right, Bedford on your left, and served there by Walsh.
Right.
Noonan with the spike and sent out of bounds.
First point to Bedford.
Yep.
So this is an elimination set. So if Bedford wins, and the game's over. But if Hollis wins, they go to a fourth.
Maeve Kelly now with serve. Played by Vidula. Kowski puts a little too much on it. Actually, I'm sorry, it was number 10, Shelby Claussens.
Yeah, it looked like she kind of, I don't know, floated that ball a little bit. Kind of like a solid contact.
Adams serve. Here's Walsh. Setting up Kozakowski. Played by the Bulldogs and not played by the Cavaliers. Another point for Bedford. Bulldogs on a roll here, 3 straight. Here's Walsh, setting up Claussens. Bedford plays it.
Off the
net, a little miscommunication there. Mary didn't quite get enough elevation on that.
Yeah.
Lily Alderton tried to play it, but it was kind of a doomed play from the start.
Yeah, it was. Going to the net twice, it's not going to be easy to get over after that.
So point to Hollis-Brookline here with Nicole Kozakowski serving, and she gets an ace there as D'Alessandro couldn't get that strike to go up. Goes out of bounds instead. 3-2, Bulldogs by 1. Kozakowski.
There you go.
This time D'Alessandro gets it cleanly. Gibson pushes it over.
Out of bounds.
Haley Claussens, Shelby Claussens, a little too much on that, out of bounds. Point for the Bulldogs. Here's D'Alessandro's serve. Catches the net.
A little bit short.
Serve now to Madeline Sinclair.
Right, so Madeline Sinclair is the middle for Hollis-Brookline. So because she's serving, the libero has to come out.
D'Alessandro.
A good swing by Mel.
Nice kill there by Mel. Molly Noonan now for the serve. A little trouble there getting over the net. It's the kind of unforced errors you hate to see.
I know, yeah. It hurts you.
You don't want to give up points that
exactly
without the other team earning them.
Yeah.
1-point contest here, 5-4. Bulldogs clinging to 1 here. They've got a 2-0 lead. Here, McCarthy, well played there by Hollis-Brookline. Spike by Sam Burke.
Into the net there a little bit.
All tied up now, 5 apiece.
The server for Hollis, number 1, she kind of went on a run in the first match. Alona Adams.
Yeah, she was the one that did that in set number 1. Oh.
Yeah, she did some damage.
And I believe this is the first time that Hollis-Brookline has led.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They've got a 6-5 lead.
Yeah, this is definitely not the girl you want to let go on a run right now. Want to shut her down as quick as possible.
Alessandro sends it over the net. Adams plays it. Now,
Out of bounds.
Boston, I think they're going to say that
Oh, I think they called it the tip.
it went off of McCarthy,
Yeah,
I believe.
just
So
a
it's
little
another
bit.
point for Hollis-Brookline.
Unfortunate.
So the biggest lead now for the Cavaliers. They're up by 2, 7-5. Here.
Good spot.
Yeah, you know, she didn't set up Bedford. She just went for the drop shot there.
A lot of times that can be really tricky because you're expecting 3 hits from the other side. So if the setter puts it over in 2, then it trips you up. And if it's in a good spot on the court, it's usually a really nice, easy point.
And that ends the run for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, let's see if they can tie this game up 7-7 right here.
Melanie Gibson would serve. Dug out by Adams. Walsh. And Haley Clausen's block attempt by Bedford goes out of bounds. Sophia Bozic in the game now. And she will serve for Hollis-Brookline. A little bit of a buff there by Charlize Vonderbush.
Yeah,
Ball kind of split the arm there.
It kind of looked like it went right off her hand almost, like it shot off.
So that lead increases now, 9-6, Hollis-Brookline. Bozic serving. Alessandro to Gibson. Kakir over the net. Here's the spike, and that's going to go. They tried to save it.
Some good hustle there, but fell short a bit.
The ball just had too much momentum going backwards.
Yeah, if the ball's going back like that, you want to try to get it as high as possible so someone can get under it and get it over the net.
10-6 Hollis-Brookline, set number 3. Bozic serve. Kakir, the setup, and finally went for the Bulldogs. Lauren Mary able to.
That was a good swing right into the block. They just need to get back the momentum and then we go. It's easy to lose, but easy to get back also.
Mel McCarthy now at service. Padula. And Adams kind of misfires there after being set up by Kozakowski.
Looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication. Nobody on the other side knew who was passing it.
8-10 now. Hollis-Brookline. McCarthy serving again. Padula. Oh.
And that's an ace.
Her setup, her setup went straight up in the air, and nobody was ready to hit it. Kozakowski tried to get to it, couldn't get there. And McCarthy with another ace, and they tie it up.
10-10.
Kozakowski. Now, did anybody touch the ball? No, they're going to say Bedford gets it.
That was a close call there. Bedford takes the lead now, 11-10.
Fought their way back from down 3. McCarthy. Padula again. Kakir.
Close to the net.
Vonderbush. Nope, no contact from Vonderbush. Gives the point to Hollis-Brookline.
Yeah, she was kind of like under the net and in the net at the same time.
All tied up at 11 here in set number 3. Hershey Vidula, the libero, serving. And she gets an ace there as Melanie Gibson couldn't get enough lift on that serve. You can hear the Cavalier fans in the crowd. Always good when your fans follow you.
That is true.
Vidula. Del Sandro here now. Mary gets it over the net. Kozakowski, oh, great save there by the Bulldogs.
Oh.
Kozakowski again, and that one's out of bounds. Are they calling it in?
Yeah, it was in by just a little bit.
No. It looked out to me. So Cavaliers get the call there, and they're back up by 2, 13-11. Vidula serving.
Put up by Mel Gibson.
And Vanderbush puts it into the net. Another point for the Cavaliers. Into the net, the serve goes. Point for the Bulldogs. They trail by 2, 14-12. Noonan checks back in. Hiram Kakir comes out. It'll be Lauren Murray with the serve.
Oh, good joust.
Vanderbush.
Oh, they're calling it in the net. Or
Calling a net violation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Back to being a 3-point lead here for Cavaliers. Max Walsh with the serve. Here's Vanderbush. And they're going to call that in.
That was a good strong swing from her.
Point for Bedford. They trail 13-15. Vanderbush will serve. Set number 3. Bulldogs have a 2-0 lead. Kozakowski. Now, Clausen's blocked and unable to be played by the Bulldogs.
So hard to be able to play it off the block like that. It's coming too slow, too awkward.
Nicole Kozakowski now serving for the Cavaliers. Dugout. Here's Noonan, gets it over. Walsh. Clausen's. Bedford gets under it.
There you go.
Here's Gibson. Saved there by Vidula. Clausen's now right back over by Del Sandro.
Oh.
Have to get it again. Great desperation move there. And oh, that was close.
Honestly, great attempt by Hollis-Brookline there.
Yeah, that was Nicole Kozakowski with that final, I guess you'd call it a backhand.
Yeah.
And she couldn't quite get enough on that. That's a really hard move from all the way from the back line like that to get it over the net.
Yeah, you got to get your legs into that.
And she got close. 14-16. Hollis-Brookline ahead. Del Sandro setting up Noonan. Out of bounds off the arm of Walsh. Another point here for the Bulldogs. They trailed by 1, 16-15.
Another chance to tie it.
They got close before, then let it slip away again. Del Sandro.
Ooh.
Oh, that net
Great
ball.
serve.
I like to play pickleball, and that's also a great move right there when you can get the ball to crawl over the net like that.
Yeah, I am so bad at pickleball.
All tied up at 16. Here's Clausen's
It's out of bounds. Bedford takes the lead.
Now see if Bedford can keep this momentum going and close things out here.
Yeah.
Sandro serving again. Tried to play her luck again. Couldn't quite pull it off. Tied 17. Another service error. There's been a few of them in this third set.
There has. Yeah, like you were saying. I mean. Oh. Not sure what's going on there.
A little substitution violation here.
Yeah, having service errors is just, it kills you. Especially multiple in one set.
Yeah, I mean, you're just giving away 3 points.
Exactly. There we go. Service error by Hollis. Right into the net.
And a number 50. We don't have 50 on our roster here. I guess she just came in for the serve. Bedford back on top, 18-17.
Out of bounds. Tied up again, 18-18.
Long serve. Missed everything.
Looks like they just subbed in Areem Kakir. She's the setter. So in this rotation, they're trying to keep her hidden, sort of, so she doesn't have to pass the ball so that she can get the second touch. Which they executed perfectly there.
Oh,
that was in. No, I swear that was in.
A little too much there by McCarthy. Just missed that line. Hollis-Brookline back up, 19-18. Adams serving. Here's Kakir.
Good swing.
Gibson. And McCarthy right there to finish it off. Kelly comes out for Bedford, and Von de Bush comes back in. It's going to be Melanie Gibson with the service here. All tied at 19.
Great serve. That one was sort of like right over the net and very, I guess, light.
And it caught the line, too. It looked like it could have been going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Maybe they were late reacting to it, thinking it was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
2019 Bedford. Padula to Walsh.
Kill attempt. Ooh.
Lawson's
blocked by
nice.
Mel and number 6, Lauren Mary.
Bedford up by 2. Timeout called by Hollis-Brookline. They need to do that because the game is, the match is on the line here as Bulldogs are just 4 points away from closing this game out. Quick reminder while we've got time, want to thank our underwriters that support our live sports coverage here on BCTV. They include Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. We thank them for their support. So, Caitlin, you're 4 points away from closing out a match. What do you think the Bulldogs are talking about right now with the strategy here? You got the serve, I think. Yeah.
I think she just told them not to serve it into the net.
Yeah.
And to have clean defense and not make any, I guess, physical errors or mental errors, I would say.
Oh, there are physical errors too if misplaying the ball.
Right.
Kind of thing. So Melanie Gibson waiting for the okay. Bulldogs up by 2. They need 4 to close this out. Now a quick huddle from both teams. This isn't part of the timeout, is it?
I think it is. I'm confused what's happening, but I would assume this is part of the timeout, even though the clock isn't running. But the Hollis-Brookline coach is talking to them, so. Yeah, it seems like there's a confusion as well from the Bedford coach.
Okay, huddles break and we're ready to go. Gibson serve. Walsh.
Ooh.
Clausen's.
Scrappy defense from Bedford.
Del Sandro gets it over. Here's Walsh again. Clausen with the spike and the kill.
Off the net too. That was a very good swing from Hollis-Brookline from Clausen.
Cavaliers with the serve back. They trail by 1. Substitutions. Haley Clausen comes out and Sophia Bozic comes in and she'll be serving. McCarthy almost misplayed that.
Oh.
Gotta get this over.
Free ball.
Kakir to McCarthy. She with the touch shot. They keep it alive. And now they're going to say a violation.
Yeah, net violation. 22-20, 3 points.
Kind of a weird play there. The ball was in a small area. And
yeah, there was.
You can't touch it twice, so.
Right, there was no offensive system running there. It was just chaos.
McCarthy does it again. A beautiful ace serve, putting it in the same spot she put it last time.
Yeah, seems like the spot to serve too.
23-20, Bulldogs need 2 more to finish this out. And a quick reminder what we got coming up for you on BCTV tomorrow night. Girls soccer against Portsmouth, 7 p.m. tip. Football Friday, also 7 p.m. kickoff against Bishop Girton. We'll have that call for you on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 radio. So Bulldogs with the service. It's going to be McCarthy again. Chance to close this match out with 2 points. By far closest of set so far.
Yeah, definitely.
And it started out as kind of a one-sided affair in set 1. They got a little closer in set 2. This one has been back and forth, and Hollis-Brookline had to lead a couple of times.
Yeah.
Padula saves it. There's the spike.
Ooh.
They save it. A great spike there. Number 6, Lauren Mary, gets Bedford to the crest of the win here. 24-20.
Here we go.
McCarthy serves.
Oh, I think that was out.
Kazakowski. What are they calling here, violation? Yeah.
It was outside of the pole there. So if you hit the ball on the outside of the red and white pole, then it's considered out.
So Bedford wins the 3rd set 25-20, and you're talking about mental errors. That might have been won by Kazakowski if she had been aware that she was standing out of bounds.
Exactly.
She could have just let the ball go and got the point.
Yes, yeah. So that's what kills you.
Unfortunate play there, but Bedford comes away with a 3-0 sweep of the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers.
Love to see it.
25-18 set 1, 25-18 set 2, 25-20 set number 3. I want to thank our crew, Bill Jennings on camera, Andrew Fenn producing back at the studio. Caitlin Duquette, thank you for joining me on the broadcast.
Of course, thanks for having me. That was fun.
You have a lot of knowledge of volleyball. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, that was honestly, I had a great time. Thank you so much.
We'd love to have you back, especially if there's going to be some playoffs. We'll invite you back.
Yeah, no, I'm so down for that.
So there's your final 3-0. Bedford wins over Hollis-Brookline. You've been watching Bedford Volleyball on BCTV. So long, everybody.